His wife splashed a cold dose of reality on him, tying them down with car and mortgage bills, leaving no cash for travel. Not enough adventure. I can wait, but I really want to escape and see some of those other worlds out there. Exploration, darling. Don't you want to be an explorer too? This too shall pass. We all think this way, right? Ultimately, with no way out, Truman had to concede to reality, but one event that day made him question this world entirely. On his usual commute, Truman suddenly spots a figure that's both familiar and bizarre. It's his long-lost dad. But before he could ask what's going on, crew members swoop in like ninjas and separate them. Determined to know more, Truman tried to chase after only to get blocked, and just like that, he lost the chance with Dad. So he turns to Mom. Unsurprisingly, Mom denied it, saying Truman felt guilty over Dad's death, causing hallucinations. But Truman was sure of what he saw. That night, he pulled out the dusty red sweater from a bag, and the scene shifted into a nostalgic flashback. During a school event, he met a girl named Sylvia, and just as they locked eyes, his wife barged in like the ultimate party crasher. She was the crew's set-up partner for him. Truman thought they'd barely miss each other, but who would have guessed had bumped into Sylvia again at the... In fact, they had the spark. Truman approached, distracted by Sylvia's badge. Tonight matters. So Truman invites Sylvia for dinner, but she says if he really wants to ask her out, tonight is his only shot, because after tonight, they might not meet again. Sylvia leads Truman to the beach, and in that moment, Sylvia's gaze etched in Truman's heart unforgettable. He kissed her there first, but sadly, the crew opposed them. The crew eventually found them. Their farce had been exposed. Their pretense was up. My name is Walden. M. Dubia. Walden, my dear. Just wait. Who are you? I'm her father, Truman. Please, don't listen to him. I swear everything is real, please. It's all fake. That's yours. I don't get it. The sky, ocean, and water. It's all a show. Everyone is watching you. Please, don't listen to him. I love you. A man claims to be Sylvia's dad, saying she's schizophrenic, bringing boyfriends here. Before leaving, the father says they're moving to Fiji. Truman's never even heard of it. He foolishly hoped to see Sylvia tomorrow, unaware it was farewell forever. The red sweater was the only proof. For years, Truman never gave up searching for Sylvia, secretly stashing magazine pieces behind his wife's photo. He attempted to piece together Sylvia's image, but what he didn't know was that Sylvia also hadn't forgotten him. The next day, Truman went to work as usual, but unexpectedly, the show's channel was on his radio, predicting his every move and almost causing an accident. The crew realized there was a frequency issue, immediately changing it and claiming they accidentally played the police radio, but Truman wasn't buying it. This incident fully awakened Truman. On the way home, he spotted a newspaper headline about police shooing away homeless people, which felt like proof to him. Truman thought it wasn't his dad, reinforcing his belief the world wasn't real, so he vowed to check it out. He keenly observed everything around him, confirming that all things here were on a never-ending loop. Upon realizing the terrifying truth, Truman hurried to leave, only for a bus to abruptly halt before him, reinforcing his inner thoughts. Truman recalled a blue car would appear next, confidently waving it down, then suddenly sprinting ahead. But in the next second, he pivoted back, and everyone froze at the sight of him. Obviously, they never anticipated Truman breaking the mold. Worse, he found someone eating in the elevator he wanted to take. That was the crew's break room. As the truth was about to be exposed, security arrived, claimed the elevator was under repair, and forcibly evicted Truman. Later that night, Truman shared today's bizarre events with his buddy Marlon, feeling like someone was pulling the strings of his life, making him a puppet. Yet Truman had no clue. His buddy Marlon was just another actor in the crew's lineup. Whenever Truman wanted to leave, Marlon retained him. But that night, Truman found his wife's secret in their wedding photo. Her two fingers were crossed, symbolizing a plea for God's forgiveness. The implication being their marriage was invalid. The next day, instead of calling out this lie, Truman wanted to see what else his wife was hiding. As his wife prepared for work, Truman reminded her, but she just smiled and rushed out. Determined to find out the truth, Truman followed his wife to the hospital, only to be blocked by a nurse. He had to turn away, but he cleverly dodged the nurse's cover by pretending to sway. Just then, a league of wheelchair-bound patients charged at Truman, desperately trying to stop him, but he dodged them all with ease. Next, in the hallway, he stumbled upon a care worker pushing a cart, who purposefully wobbled just enough to block him from entering the operating room. Truman forcefully shoved the cart aside, finally reaching the operating room, but what awaited him was a lackluster performance. As the surgeon prepared to cut, the anesthetized patient woke up. Security swiftly kicked Truman out. After the hospital fiasco, Truman found himself at a travel agency. The walls were plastered with plane crash posters, the crew hoping to scare Truman out of his dreams of leaving. The staff obviously weren't about to sell him a ticket, but they seriously underestimated Truman's quest for freedom. If he couldn't buy a plane ticket, he'd switch to a car, but all this was in vain. The moment Truman hopped in, the driver deliberately made the car smoke, and just like that, scene change. Truman parked on the side of the road, and as his wife opened the car door, he informed her he had uncovered all the secrets of the island's operation. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Want to know what Truman's next move is? Stay tuned and join us on his wild adventure.